Sales Making a Difference. I'm your host, Tony Van Dyke, and we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Orrin Hudson. Mr. Hudson is the president of Be Someone. Mr. Hudson, he's also a chess champion and teacher of chess champions. Mr. Hudson, how did you get into chess champion teaching business?
Well, it made a difference in my life. You know,
Okay.
14 years old, completely out of control, and came across a mentor in a school, and he turned my life around. And what I try to do is pay it forward every day
Okay.
and help others make the right move.
Okay, all right. What are you doing now? The name of your organization is Be Someone. What does that mean, and how did you come up with that name, Be Someone?
Be someone means be all God created you to be.
Okay,
Never settle for less than you can be.
all
But I
right.
came up with the name because Abraham Lincoln, his mother, her last words on the planet was be someone.
Okay.
And even though Abraham had failed many, many times running for office, had a few problems in business, he took those two words all the way to the White House. All I'm doing now is putting those same words in the universe, empowering our young people to be all God created them to be.
Okay, now your claim to fame is taking urban students and making them chess champions, putting them against, more affluent schools and having them to defeat those schools. And also I heard that you have taken some elementary school kids and have them to play against college kids and defeat them. Now, I know you can't name the kids, we talked about that earlier, but tell me about that. How in the world you get to do that?
Well, successfully clues. If
Okay.
you do what successful people do, you get the same result. Nature is neutral.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. So it's all about time.
All right.
One of the key concepts here is if you put time in, you can get a lot of things with kids. And just teach them what I know.
Okay.
So when they playing against me and I'm playing what-if games, they do this, what they going to do. If they do this, what you going to do. So we're playing what-if games with the kids. So if I
Okay.
make a move and then
Okay.
I said, what you going to do? He said this. I go, no, do this because of this. Do this because of this. Do this because of this. So they're learning from me. So you cannot fly with the eagles if you're scratching with the turkey. So get around people who are smarter than you so that you can learn from them.
Oh, man, that's a lot of stuff to write down. I'm a preacher now. I'll use some of that stuff, some sermons later on. But let me ask you this. So you're using chess. You're not just teaching kids how to play chess. It seems like you're doing a little bit more than that.
My program is not about chess. My program
Okay.
is about leadership, making the right move.
Okay.
My motto is everyone can be someone if they simply make the right move. So my goal is to teach children that success leaves clues. That if
Okay.
you do what successful people do, if you get around people who are smarter than you can be successful. The Bible says it this way: if you walk with a wise man, you'll be wise, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. So we want to teach children early on to get around people who are smarter than you.
Okay. Could you give me any stories about how you've taken, individuals and from point A to point B, like you might have dealt with? You have any stories or testimonies about taking someone that was kind of like down and out, and how you use chess to impact that particular person's life?
Yeah, I worked with a kid who took a loaded gun to school and got into a lot of trouble, and I turned his life around. Now he's working, he's a productive citizen, and got a letter from his mom the other day, and she said, thanks for not giving up on my child. And I wrote back and said that I didn't give up on your child because when your child wins, we all win. So it's all about sticking to the end and doing all we can to help our children because it's our future. And I worked with several kids who was making low grades, and we got the grades up a lot higher. And
Okay.
I'm just living my dream because it's so rewarding helping others and giving back.
That's good. Mr. Orrin, I've seen you everywhere, at least several times, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I know that you've been on BET, CNN, and those kind of shows like that. And it's just a wonderful thing that you're doing. What were you doing before you became a full-time president of Be Someone? And what led you to do that, make that change?
I'll tell you what started me to do this. I was watching the news, and 7 innocent employees were shot execution style in the head for $2,000. And there's a quote that I live by, and that is, evil prevails when good people do nothing.
Okay.
So when good people fail to act, evil prevails. So I started a program. When I heard about the 7 innocent people were shot in a robbery for $2,000, I said, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to do everything on my part to take action to make a difference.
Okay.
So I stopped. At the time, I was making a lot of money, had my own car business, making a lot of money. And I said to myself, if I had $1 million in my pocket, and you have people killing people for money, then I'm a failure. So I took my life savings and started this foundation to reach out and help others make smart moves in life, because I feel like if I do that, we all are connected. And the 7 innocent people that were shot execution style in the head for $2,000 disturbed me. So I said, I'm going to do everything in my power. I was going to make my life count. I'm using my life as an experiment to see what I can do to make a difference and take a bite out of crime, and show children that they don't have to do that. Because I remember when I was young, I used to do some crazy thing and I didn't know any better.
Right, we all.
And I had this mentor came along and said, look, Oren, he said, every action you take has consequences. And he taught me chess. His name was James Edge.
Okay.
And you go into an all-black high school and this white teacher teaches you chess. It's kind of amazing. But he teaches me chess, and then for long I'm beating him. And so, wow, if I can beat this guy, I can do anything.
Okay.
So I started getting in tournaments, started beating other people.
All right.
And I beat this Russian grandmaster. So I said, wow, success really do leave clues. So I can teach other people that they can do what I do.
Okay.
But the key concept here is, if you want to do what I do, you got to do what I do.
Okay.
I have over 700 books in my house. I'm constantly reading.
Good.
I have about 30 or 40 mentors that I'm constantly staying in contact with people.
Okay. Man, that is awesome. That is great. How are you funded? You know, you're doing this full time, so your ministry, is it funded by, you know, contributions or what?
My ministry is dependent on people that's listening, people that's in the audience, people that's out here and that's listening. So if you're in there, if you're listening, you need to dial in and see what you can do to contribute to our program. And it's basically on faith. I took my life savings to start this program, and it's basically faith-based. It's all faith. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to get paid tomorrow, but God always work it out. Somebody out there is listening. God probably say, So all my money has been coming from God, just miracles out of the sky. I thank God for Jim Hewlin, the CEO of Matrix. He called me one day. He said, listen, Oren, he said, you won this award the same day I won a leadership award.
Right.
He said, I have a check here for you. I don't want to mail it. I want to just give it to you. Can you meet me in a few minutes and get it?
You got it pretty quickly, didn't you?
Yeah. I said, because I'm telling you, had I not got that check, probably my lights would have been turned out.
Wow.
But God is always on time. He's always on time. So I thank God for my life, and I'm doing God's work. So God will provide. He will make a way. And if you're listening and you want to be a part of the solution, join me, because what we're doing has your name on it.
Oh, man. I heard you have some big people backing you, like I think I read that Jane Fonda at one time was backing you up.
I got some miracle calls from Jane. Jane helped me out. Like I said, it's all coming from God.
Okay, the main thing is God. That's what I like. Okay.
God said, knocked on Jane Fonda doors, hey, how about sending Oren a check?
All right.
So, you know, you get a check from Jane Fonda. So I thank God for miracles that happen like that, and just need more people to be a part of the solution, because I have a lot of schools that want my service, but I don't have the resources to do it.
Right.
I mean, I have like 30 or 40 schools. Hey, Oren, can you come?
Wow.
I only can do so much. And I'm looking to put together a dream team. I want more people to be a part of what we're doing, but our biggest challenge right now is we need resources to do it.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. You know, you said the word difference, and you are making a difference. I heard about you for a while, read about you in the newspaper on different occasions, and just want to shake your hand and thank you for coming on the show and encouraging and inspiring other people to make a difference. They might not use chess, they might use something else, but especially young black men to make a difference. It's good to know you, and thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you.
All right. We'll return after this break. Thank you very much.